Look, this the Black Holocaust. I knew it was prophecy. 1,000 times worse than the Jewish atrocities. Uneven playing field, there'll never be a fair score. Cause in 1619, that's when they declared war. We the 12 tribes, the ones that the promise reaches. My Negro.
Now, see if you can call Guerrilla Hebrew, bro.
All right, Guerrilla Hebrew.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up?
All right, Guerrilla Hebrew, I want to let you know. I'm going to let Polight say it. You're going to have an option to hang up right away before we get to it. Go ahead, Polight, talk to Guerrilla Hebrew.
First and foremost, shalom, Ak. Peace and blessings to you.
Shalom.
All right.
What's up, King?
All right. So I just want you to know, you got every right to haul ass if you don't want to answer this question, because we understand how serious it can get. So you can hang up ASAP if after you hear the question, you feel compromised or disrespected or too much credibility is on the line. The question is this. In the book of Jonah, chapter 1, verse 17, we see a whole fish swallowed a whole man and held them in his digestive system for 3 whole days and came out unsinged, unscathed, undigested, and able to walk back home to his family, unburdened by that experience, completely alive, not dead. That's what we mean. Do you agree that this actually happened, that this is a real fish, and that a real man was swallowed completely whole and kept in there for 3 whole days? Did this really happen? Brother Sarnetta is here to question you on it, provided you actually give an answer.
Yeah, I'll answer that question as soon as you tell me why you keep robbing God.
So you don't want to answer the question.
We live, Guerrilla Hebrew.
It don't matter.
Look, man.
If you don't want to answer the question, it's all right.
Talk to the man who robs, who he proclaims to be God.
Okay.
All right, talk to me.
Okay.
All right, talk to me.
Okay.
All right. See, Guerrilla Hebrew is keeping it real.
That's right.
See, Guerrilla Hebrew is keeping it real.
That's right.
See, Guerrilla Hebrew is keeping it real.
That's right.
Polight don't give a fuck about your family. He took money knowing that that sister got a family, knowing that she got kids to feed. So Polight don't give a fuck about the children. He's robbing from babies, black babies. He's robbing from women, and he's robbing from the people. So Polight is a fucking coward. Polight is a punk. Only punks do shit like that. Robbing and stealing from your own people and taking from grandmoms and taking from people who have families. That's some coward shit. You understand?
The time when he did talk about he was getting all of these houses, this land, and he was gonna start asking for people to move into and like to purchase and like invest in. And I remember him saying to me at one point, he was like, "Oh, he's like, you got 3 jobs?" Like, nigga, no, you see my life. And at the time I was living like a small one bedroom apartment, and he's like, she's like, "Oh, it sucks, you know, you should be blah, blah." I was like, I ain't got it. I was like, plus I have already become aware of a lot of different types of mortgage fraud. And I think that's why he didn't push it to me. So I had kind of like backed up from that space, and he just never bothered with me after that. Now let's move to my PayPal scandal. So I go to PayPal. All of a sudden, like 5 months later, 5-6 months later, I get a dispute. This is my first dispute on PayPal. I get a dispute that says, this lady is disputing this charge because she never received what she was supposed to get. I'm like, excuse me? Like, so I immediately respond to the dispute. I'm like, this was given for a lecture on this date and time. I sent the flyer. I sent, you know, when I was supposed to get. I said this person works for Cal State University Long Beach on behalf of the Black Student Union there, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? This lady responds back, "I don't know what you're talking about. You and Polight, aka Michael Nowak, were supposed to give me mortgage. We're supposed to give me real estate property, and I don't have my real estate property." I said, "What?" So then it became this big thing. I'm responding back. I'm like screen capturing shit. I'm like putting it in PayPal. I'm going on PayPal today. I'm going to this lady. I'm sending this lady messages. And I was like, excuse me. I said, why are you asking for this money back for real estate property? I said, I don't do real estate property. I've never marketed real estate property. I've never told. She was like, you and Polight promised me that I would have real estate property. I said, you've never even spoken to me.
If I'm saying this correctly, Polight used her email to pursue one of his scams involving real estate. And she thought that, I mean, the person contacted her believing that her and Polight were together and that Miss Wright should be the source, that she should seek out the refund for her money. And so Polight used Mrs. Wright's email without her consent, without her permission, without her cognitive acknowledgement in order to do a scam. And so before we backtrack, let me just give my 10-second opinion here. Excuse me, because I almost motherfucking died. Don't die. Just think about how crazy this is. He had no problem sliding in your DMs when he thought he was gonna swindle you, okay? But he got a problem paying you your money. Now this seems to be a common thing with conscious niggas. Niggas wanna fill you up, but don't wanna fill up your pockets. And so that is an issue here, okay? And then to use somebody's email without their permission to scam somebody. Now, I'm going to end on this. Internet fraud is a federal crime. I can pull up the law right now. If you scam somebody over the internet, that is a federal crime. So this nigga, okay, talking about the black woman is God, the black woman is God, that inadvertently involved this woman in a federal crime. The feds could have came to your house and said, listen, you told a motherfucker, what about some real estate, Miss Wright? And you would have been looking crazy as hell. Kids in the house, babies in the house. Y'all not even understanding how much of a trifling bitch you gotta be to put a woman in this type of position. Okay? Knowing that she handling her duties as a mother. You gonna involve her in a potentially in a federal motherfucking crime without her acknowledgement? What kind of hoe ass nigga is you? What kind of hoe ass nigga is you?
While I was getting that PayPal thing and I started talking about it, the brothers who were in charge of the Cal State University Long Beach BSU contacted me. Come to find out, Polight had taken almost $9,000. He requested $10,000 from them. He took $9,000 and they were reaching out to me for help. I said, listen, I told them.
And please repeat for us, who contacted you?
The brothers who, at the time, the acting president of BSU,
okay.
Black Student Union at Cal State Long Beach. The people I had done the lecture for.
Right.
Right? So they contacted me. They was like, sister, we have all this money we're missing. Can you please help us get it? And I told them, I said, y'all, it took me forever just to get the money from y'all. They said, what are you talking about? I said, the $1,500 that y'all was supposed to give me upon my lecture. I said, y'all didn't give me my money. They said, wait a minute, sister. They said, we were told you were there to lecture for free. And that you were coming to just speak with police. I said, excuse me? They said, yes. They said, we had plenty of money. We get a really big budget each year. That's why we were able to give Polight the hotel over there by the water, car service, all these things. He's like, we get a really big budget for that. I said, are you shitting me? I said, he kept telling me y'all didn't have my money. We had to keep running through administration for that. He's like, yeah, we have to go through administration. He's like, but they pay very quickly and upfront as soon as we send the invoice. I said, I was supposed to get $200 from y'all. He said, we never gave y'all. He said, we didn't even know. He said, Polight told us you was there for free. I don't understand what you're talking about.
So this motherfucker, this Kermit the Frog, Franklin the Turtle looking motherfucker, then told them that you gonna do the joint, that you gonna do the event for free and swindled you out your bread and had you thinking that these people are finna pay you.
Yes. So what happened is, what we had come to the understanding was he wanted $10,000. They didn't have it. He said, he said, we were down. He's like, interesting. We were down 1,500. He said, we were down 1,500. And he's like, but keep in mind, this money wasn't coming out of the BSU budget for his speaking engagements. He had told all these young college kids, and this is where it got me really upset. He had told all these young college kids that if they got together and they gave him $10,000, that he would be able to flip their money in 30 days and bring him back like 50K plus or something like that. So these kids, they went to their parents, they asked their grandparents for money. They worked so hard. They was like, "Is Brother Polight, blah, blah, blah. We got this." They took their family's last and was out of that money almost a whole year before they could not get their money back. And the guy was calling me because he was crying. He's like, our parents can't even pay their mortgage because he said we were going to get that back in 30 days. He said, we gave them our last. He's like, our parents are on our heads right now. Young, bright college kids at CSUN.
Come on.
Please do your research. The warning signs are there. After you've done your research and you still decide to go get scammed, that's on you. But you know, if you're game goofy, I was game goofy and I feel like an idiot. Like I'm even in a way a little embarrassed to even speak about this because I feel so stupid because my intuition was telling me otherwise and I still went along and got scammed. Peace. This is Brother Polight. I called to know availability in regards to the mentorship program. So at that point I'm like, oh my God, you know, I'm juiced. I'm like, he called me, let me call him right back. I don't even know how to explain it. Like he's just like, yeah, you inquired about the mentorship program. Basically there's 3 streams that you could do, there's 6 streams you could do, and there's 9 streams, Like he's just giving out this information so quick I'm not even following, but I'm like still trying to listen, like so I'm interested in the 3 streams, and he's like, all right, that's 3,500, and I'm like, oh well, I don't have that right now, so I mean, hopefully I get it soon, and if I do, I'll give you a call back. You know, basically that's what I said, something like that. And he's like, all right, cool, peace. That's it. End of the conversation. We spoke about the mentorship program for $3,500, and I'm like just letting him know as I was meditating on manifesting this opportunity with you into fruition, I thought to ask if at any time you felt the love to possibly consider working with a sister on this. I have a fixed desire to have this opportunity with you, but also know for normal people, as a single mother working a 9 to 5, the option to have $3,500 to spend at once isn't realistic. Like, I'm at work, so he's like, I run out to answer the call, and he's just saying, what can you afford? You know, what's good for you? We're going over prices. We end up agreeing on $1,000. $500 I would pay when I'm ready, and then the next $500 I would pay like the following week or something like that. Listen to this. This is what kind of scared me and still gives me chills when I read it. He says, so what if I were the literal devil? Take what you can learn and continue to make forward strides. You either see the cup half full, you either see the cup half empty or half full. In fact, some don't see the cup at all. So what if I were the literal devil? Why would he say something like that? Because he is the literal devil. I believe that he is. I see that he is. To go on doing stuff like this, he's the devil. But somebody that's stealing from the community, somebody that's stealing from college students, stealing from single mothers, stealing from people that actually have faith in him or are trying to actually have good intentions with building with him. Like, you're going to steal from them? That's crazy. And this is just a little $500. Like, if I don't want to do the program no more, just send me my money back. But no, of course not. Of course not. Because he's a fraud. He's a scammer. Like, obviously, he needs my $500. You know, I'm thinking everything's all good. You know, whatever his holdup was, whatever. But, you know, I feel like we kind of had a cool little exchange in words, and that he would come through and send me my money. So, that was Tuesday. Wednesday evening, I'm like, Just checked in the account upon coming home from work. There's still nothing. No response. I know I called him throughout these times that I'm sending him these messages. I let it go for some days because I'm just like, I don't even know what to think. Like, I'm kind of just like really mentally bothered by this. So I'm just trying to go about my day-to-day life, not think about it. So I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna say nothing else to him. It is what it is, you know. Obviously he's not planning on sending me my money.